Good morning. It is pretty nice right now in this wonderful morning that I get to wake up to, which is kind of deceiving because we're supposed to get a lot of rain later today. But it's blue skies right now. The sun is coming up. I get to see the sunrise on my way to work, which is great. But I kind of wanted to just talk just a little bit. This probably won't be a very long video, but that's whatever. But yeah, so let's go to work. The funny thing is, I have a mic. I don't have it right now because I don't bring it for some reason when I go to work. Because I'm like, I won't do videos, even though I do videos during that time. I just don't have a mic right now with me, so I'm sorry about the background noise. But anyways, I wanted to talk about something that happened yesterday. So kind of a story time, kind of not. The place I work at, we manufacture like microchips, right? So yesterday, I was just doing my thing, whatever, and I was taking, we call them cassettes, which are basically like little boxes that have little indents where you slide like these round discs, like thin round discs in, and those have the microchips on them, right? I was taking one of those little cassettes out of something. I put it down, and I went to grab another cassette because I had to transfer it into a new one. And as I was like moving this cassette over, I bopped the top wafer of this cassette, and it just broke, right? Just like into pieces, okay? And it wasn't like it shattered into like dust. It just kind of cracked into a couple different places. And the funny thing, it wasn't even what we call a product wafer, which are the ones that actually make us money because they're the ones that go to like clients and stuff, right? It was just a extra wafer that was on there for just extra protection. Obviously, it did its job, kind of, because the issue with that is that it broke on top of another wafer, which means the wafer on the bottom of it had to get scrapped, right? Now, since starting at where I work, I like this little glow that I got going on in my mouth. But since starting, I've been terrified of breaking a wafer. And when it happened, I didn't even get there was no anxiety. Maybe for a little bit, I got a little bit of like, oh no. But I didn't freak out at all. When I first started, maybe about 2 years ago, I would have freaked out. Okay, I would have panicked. I have always been somebody that is terrified of making mistakes. I've gotten a lot better at not being terrified of it. Which I think yesterday really showed me just how far I'd come in healing from that kind of stuff, because I did not freak out. I was just kind of like, well, and then just moved on with my day. If this had been even I'd say a year and a half ago, I probably would have gotten a lot of anxiety and thought about it all day long. I didn't. And I was shocked. But I just kind of wanted to make this video talking about it because you're always going to make mistakes, okay? It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you are. You're going to make mistakes. And I think yesterday really showed me just how much healing I've done in the sense of how I handled the situation. You can't handle what everybody else around you is going to do, but you can handle how you will control yourself, right? And when it happened, I was just kind of like, well, oh well. And I didn't talk negatively to myself. I didn't freak out. I didn't not tell anybody, because what would be the point in that? What, just to try to hide the evidence, right? No. I one-upped to what I did. I went and got my boss. I was like, hey, I just broke a wafer. I'm sorry. And that was that, right? And I won up to it. Because if I hadn't, I probably would have thought about it all day, and it probably would have made me feel bad all day long if I had just lied. And there's no reason to do that. And I just kind of wanted to come on here and just remind you, making mistakes is kind of just a part of being human. You're always going to make mistakes, whether they're huge or small. I think that it's just important on how you then act accordingly, depending on the mistake, right? You could be somebody that just will lie and just won't say anything. I'll deny it. I didn't do anything, like whatever. To me, that's childish. Okay? It's very childish to try to lie about that. But here's the thing, right? I understand that it comes from a sense of security, if that makes sense, because as kids, right? Kids aren't born to lie. We don't grow up to lie. We are taught how to lie. And we are taught how to be sneaky, right? It's very difficult to have to rewire your brain from that thinking to a different way of thinking. And that's kind of what I've had to do. I've never been much of a liar on certain things. I'll lie about petty things, but only sometimes, depending on the situation. And this is me being fully honest, okay? This is me being fully honest. Bigger things, like at work and things like that just happened, I'll one up. I'll one up to what happened. But just remember, you have to be kind with yourself in those kind of situations, because they're gonna happen. They're gonna happen. You're not some robot that's able to do everything perfectly, and that's the crazy thing. I work with robots, okay? I work with things that are supposed to be perfect, and those make mistakes. Those will drop things. Those will, for some reason, decide they don't want to run something or whatever, right? Nothing is perfect, and you are not going to be able to go through life without making a mistake unless you're God or some kind of God, okay? And I just wanted to come on here and remind everybody that, like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And it's kind of a beautiful thing, really, because you get to learn from what happened, move forward, and then hopefully things will be different the second time around, right? So, like, yesterday, I realized my mistake. I was moving the cassette a little too erratically. Like, I should have moved it a little bit farther back, and so the whole rest of the day, that's what I was doing. I was making sure I was being very careful with it. And so that's me learning from my mistake, right? That's just an example. And this can go through for any type of thing in your life, whatever it be. Just kind of go through my mindset of, hey, it happened. What can I do to fix it? What can I do next time? But don't hold on to the next time things too hard, because sometimes as people, I think we like to get in our heads about, like, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Things happen. It is what it is. Just move forward, and that's the best you can do, really. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because I thought it was amazing. I was, like, so proud of myself. It's like, oh my god, it did not even faze me, and that was very shocking to me, because usually things like that won't just go away. I think I'm pretty hard on myself, and I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of people tend to be harder on themselves than they are with other people, and I have been doing a lot of work, a lot of healing on my journey, just to get to a point where I'm just kind to myself, so that I could be kind to everybody else around me. And yeah. But I hope you have a good morning. I'm gonna get off of this, probably get some Starbucks, because I am hungry. And today is my Saturday, which means that I am off of work after today. So I get my weekend. So woo woo. I'm so excited. I have to do some packing and some stuff, because I am going somewhere this weekend, which I will vlog. parts of it, bits and parts of it. Hopefully I can get some good footage of it. But I am very excited for it. And so that will probably be, honestly, tonight, because we're leaving tomorrow. So, but I'm not too worried. We don't have to be there until like 4, and it's only like an hour or so away. It's really not that long, but yeah. I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.